we go. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Sunday. It is 7 p.m. ET, and we are so pleased that you have found us here in the back room. I'm your host for this evening, Hank Philip Ryan, the USA Today bestselling author of 16, going on 17 novels of suspense. My current book is All This Could Be Yours, an instant USA Today bestseller, which just went into a second printing, and I am so thrilled about that. I'm also the investigative reporter for Boston's WHDH-TV and have won 37 Emmys for investigative reporting. So I sort of live a double life, a triple life, because I'm also the co-host with the fabulous Karen Dion here in the back room. So let me introduce our fabulous authors before anything else, so you know who you're talking to tonight. I'm going to introduce them in alphabetical order. Our first author is James Dodson. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Dawn.
It's so wonderful to see you. Jim and I are truly old friends. You'll find that out in the breakout room. We've known each other for,
2 minutes, too long.
I think, 40 years. I mean, I
Yeah,
actually
at least.
say
Yeah.
40 years. There's a whole lot to that story. Don't ask
Yeah,
me
there
about
is.
that. James Dodson is an award-winning biographer, journalist, and author of 17 books, including 4 books of the year in the world of golf. In his 40-year journalism career, he's earned more than a dozen major awards from the Golf Writers of America and other industry organizations. He's also founding editor of O. Henry magazine, the arts and culture publication in Greensboro, North Carolina, where he lives with his family.
Mm.
His newest nonfiction is The Road That Made America, an account of the 800-mile-long Great Wagon Road that 18th century American settlers forged from Philadelphia to Georgia that expanded the country and changed the course of the nation. And welcome to Heather Gudenkauf. Hey, Heather.
Hi there. Good
Heather
to
has been on book tour.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun.
Um, your Instagram pictures have looked fantastic. Heather Gudenkauf is the Edgar Award nominated New York Times and USA Today bestselling author of 11 novels, including The Overnight Guest and Everyone is Watching. Her debut novel, The Weight of Silence, was an instant New York Times bestseller and remained on the list for 22 weeks. Gudenkauf's critically acclaimed novels have been published in more than 25 countries and have sold more than 2.5 million copies worldwide. She lives in Iowa with her family. Her brand new thriller is the acclaimed The Perfect Hosts. Hold that beauty up. We want to see the cover. Look, it's about a gender reveal. And Vanessa Lillie is still on tour. Vanessa is the USA Today bestselling author of Blood Sisters, the beginning of the Sid Walker series, centered on the stories of missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, which was a Target Book Club pick and a GMA Book Club Buzz pick, as well as the best mystery of the year from the Washington Post, Amazon Editors, and Reader's Digest. She's the creator and co-author of the #1 Audible Charts bestseller and International Thriller Writers nominated Young Rich Widows series set in Providence, Rhode Island, where she lives. Originally from Miami, Oklahoma, she is a proud citizen of the Cherokee Nation. Her newest novel is The Bone Thief. Hold that up.
Mhm.
Vanessa's in a hotel in New York. The Bone Thief, an instant USA Today bestseller. Congratulations.
Thank you. My internet keeps calling me unstable, so it's a warning. I don't know if it's a judgment on me, but just FYI, I'm unstable.
You're on book tour. There's nothing else to be but
Yeah,
unstable.
I've been unstable for weeks, guys.
A constant state of being. Well, welcome and congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
Danielle Valentine, welcome, Danielle, is the New York Times bestselling author of Two Sides to Every Murder, How to Survive Your Murder, and Delicate Condition, which was recently adapted into the 12th season of American Horror Story, starring Emma Roberts and Kim Kardashian. I'll just let that sit with you. So, Danielle lives in a haunted house outside of New York City with her husband, daughter, dog, and 2 cats. Her current book is the Hold It Up, Danielle, The Dead Husband Cookbook. It's really haunted, your house?
Sorry, it was like not letting me unmute. I swear I've been on Zoom before. Unfortunately, the haunted house part of my bio is more aspirational than factual. I keep hoping that if I put it in my bio frequently enough, the ghosts will come. Like they'll think it's like a hot spot. It has not happened yet.
Heather, you are first. Let me ask you our first question, which is, in high school, were you a good student, or what kind of student were you?
I would say I was a fair to middling student. I think I was good at reading. I was really enjoyed writing. Um, I was abysmal at math. It was just something that I had this major mental block with, and it made me so sad because it's something I really wanted to do well. And then I became a teacher, and so I worked really hard for my little students to try to help them have a positive attitude about math. I'm still not good at it, but you know, I do other things.
Our next question is for Danielle Valentine. Um, if you had a choice, and you do, would you go to a museum or a concert, and which one?
Oh God, I would go to a concert. Although I have to say, I am not really either a museum or concert person. I don't like all of these things that people tell you are supposed to be fun and that you're supposed to enjoy. They mostly just make me anxious.
Oh,
I feel like I'm not doing it right. Like I will go to a concert and usually I have like an okay time, but yeah, no, neither are my favorite.
you mean because you think, oh, I should be smarter or seeing better or differently or understanding it in a different way?
Okay, so at a concert, you're standing up. Usually you're wearing some sort of interesting looking shoe that does not feel very comfortable. So my back hurts because I'm ancient. You're like holding a drink and people keep bumping into you and you spill it all over each other and the music is too loud. Like I'm one of those people that I just get too sensory overload. And with museums, it's kind of the same thing. I'm just like, I feel like I should be getting something out of this that I'm not getting out of it. Like it's pretty and interesting, but mostly I'm just trying to figure out where the snack area is.
I love that.
Honestly, same thing at a concert. I'm just looking for the snacks.
And the gift shop, right? You can go
And the
to.
gift shop. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of fun, Vanessa,
Yes.
would you rather see a scary movie or a sad movie?
Sad. I love a good cry. It's cathartic. Yeah, I like a sad movie.
I know this, I don't want to put you on the spot, but like what, for instance?
The movie that I've cried the most at would be Anne of Green Gables, but it's because I've seen it 1,000 times, and it gets me every time because someone very special passes away, and also just the story of Anne being the orphan and like finding her family and coming into her own, and she's a reader and has this big imagination. So I feel for her.
Jim Dodson,
Yeah.
what was your first pet?
Oh God, we've had about 30 dogs in my life. Growing up across the South, 12 small towns till I was 50 years old, and we always had dogs. We had barn cats in Maine, on our forested hill in Maine, and loved them. We're very animal centric. I mean, if 3 or 4 dogs are going to come in here in a minute in my office and probably
Yay.
try to get on the screen, they do that every time I do a Zoom. I wish you'd asked me about the movie though. I'd like
Yeah,
the
well, what
movie
movie?
and the the museums because that's all I ever do is haunt museums. So
Let's move on, and I'll just get this pulled back together, and we will talk about our author's book recommendations because, as I said, our goal is to have your TBR piles go up and up and up. And Karen and I always ask each author to recommend another author's book, just so you're super tempted. So we'll start with Heather Gudenkauf. Heather, what book are you recommending?
Yeah. So I'm recommending Samantha Downing's Too Old for This. I just adored this book. It's dark, it's funny, very clever, witty, fast-paced. So basically, it's the story of a geriatric serial killer who has to come out of retirement because somebody knocks on her door and and they're on to her. So she has to, get out of her chair with her creaky bones and take care of business. So really a great fun read. I love everything Samantha writes. If you like dark, twisty books with some humor, you will love this one.
It has one of the best first chapters I've ever read. I completely gasped at that. I agree with you. I loved it. Danielle, what are you recommending?
Okay, so you know that this one's good because I don't even have my copy with me. I had to download a picture from the internet because I have recommended this book so many times that I don't even know where my copy is. It has gone home with one of my friends, but This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Weinstead. And I've been a fan of hers for a long time. She writes the most delightful, twisty thrillers. But this one I was lucky enough to read before it published, and it's just like the next level of her talent evolution. It's a book that is about the true crime wave, but it's mostly about grief and how this one amateur detective deals with the loss of her father. And it's just an excellent mystery, but more than that, it's just a beautiful example of how, scary, twisty books can be about something deeper. Highly, highly recommend this.
I agree. She's quite a talent, and that is a profoundly
She's phenomenal. Yeah.
incredible. Vanessa, what are you recommending?
I have a fellow Cherokee author. This is her debut to the moon and back, Eliana Ramage. So the book is really it's told over about 30 years, and it's about Steph, who wants to be the first Cherokee astronaut. And it's the story of ambition, and she'll sort of do whatever it takes. But it's also the story of her sister, who becomes kind of an influencer activist, and they end up opposed on different sides of issues. Her mother, who's dealing with a lot of trauma. It opens at least in Tahlequah, which is the heart of the Cherokee Nation. So there's a lot of just like really beautiful coming of age pieces. And I don't read a lot of thrillers while I'm writing my thrillers, so I'm always looking for other genres. And so this is great, kind of literary fiction, book clubby. And so definitely good for your book clubs to have a good chat because it's kind of multi-generational women, and then also some really great indigenous, Cherokee specifically, culture there too.
Yeah, great. I've heard a lot about that. Thank you for that. People are loving this in the chat, so that's excellent too. Jim, what book are you recommending?
It's a wonderful, wonderful book by Victoria Johnson. It's a history, and it's a book about really America's first great botanist who became an extraordinary doctor, David Hosick, and he was the doctor who went with Alexander Hamilton on the morning of July, I think it was July 8th, 1804, to meet his duel with Aaron Burr and came out on the losing end of it. And this doctor was with him. And he's a remarkable story, and it's an amazing book. He's a lost figure in not only in botany in America, but he became one of the great early physicians who used native plants to find cures for diseases. He went abroad and studied in Britain and France, but it's really the story of how he unlocked the mystery of not only the use of plants in medicine, but also the development. The first create botanic garden in America, and it's a really marvelous story. I mean, it's just this is like Christmas candy to me for reading. So I love this book a lot.
Wasn't that fun? We hope you enjoyed that taste of what a backroom session is like. But more fun comes immediately afterward. That's when the audience is broken up into 4 breakout rooms, and each author in turn visits each room. We'd love to show you what a breakout session is like, because those relaxed face-to-face conversations between best-selling authors and readers are the hallmark of backroom events. But breakout sessions are never recorded because what's said in the back room stays in the back room.